Yes, sir. You can start now.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll just give you a quick introduction about Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center. It is located in Autocluster premises in Chinchwad. It is established in November 2019. And at present, we are having more than 35 startups. But as you know, because of the pandemic situation, all the startups, they prefer to work online. And few of them, prior to this second lockdown period, they was acquiring the spaces and we are supporting them. See, Autocluster is a institution where MSMEs and all industries, they get support for prototype development. So this particular startup incubation center is established 2 years back in the vision that they will get, the startups will get access for the industry as well as for their prototype development activities within the premises. Also with the help of Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries, Agriculture, and with the help of Neeraj, Mr. Mandar Joshi, and the experts from the incubation areas, we could able to get almost 20, just correct me, Neeraj, we have 20 mentors as of now.
Yes, sir. So, yes, sir.
Incubation center. So we do have our incubation manager, Mr. Uday Dev, but currently is not available. We have variety of startups. They are from manufacturing sector, they are from automotive sector, they are from latest technologies like EV related things, they are from renewable energy, they are from IT sector. So variety of startups, they have joined to our company, and we are very lucky to give them necessary inputs, space, and infrastructure, which is helping them to create their own products, design their products, also to manufacture the 3D printing, 3D printed parts at our Autocluster premises. They also get an exposure to various industry platforms where the industrialists, they are getting in touch with them once they like their ideas. And we are also associated with many other startup companies in Pune, where we are having collaboration approach. And recently, with the help of Savitribai Phule Pune University, we have conducted one program called InnoFest, where there was a big event and big activity being carried out for almost 1 month, starting from February till first week of March. And there are 250 startups, and the winners of that hackathon event got the prizes from Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation as well as from university side. And that was a big event where we are giving opportunity to the young entrepreneurs to come forward and have their ideas to be made in the realities. Like I mentioned about the developmental support, mentor support, and other infrastructure support. But as we all know that for any manufacturing or startup activities, financial support is equally important. Without that, it is very difficult to take the steps. So we are also in the process of making them, the startups, aware about the support which we can provide with the help of government schemes, government officials. At the same time, the private sector or the banking sector who are already in the process of supporting the startups in various ways. So today we are lucky to have the HDFC Bank experts here available to guide the startups and give them the ideas about various schemes they are on the chart, and that will be helpful to our startups. So that's all from my side, Neeraj.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for giving you a brief introduction. Yeah. And like we will now take it forward, and I will like to hand it over to Rashmi ma'am. So she will introduce about HDFC and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So good evening, everybody. Good evening, friends, and a very warm welcome to you on behalf of HDFC Bank. Indeed, a very proud moment that we are on this platform where we would be addressing the members of the Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center. I think Pimpri-Chinchwad, being the hub of the manufacturing industry and known worldwide for its infrastructure provided to the world-class industries and organizations having set up over here. So it's a very good enterprise, and I'm really glad that we have an opportunity from HDFC Bank to be here to discuss with you, to share what we can do for you and how this joint partnership can be, taken ahead. HDFC, being one of the oldest organizations in the private banking setup, has always, lived up to its challenge of being the change. So while we do our traditional banking, we deal with the corporates or the MNCs or the big companies. We also realize that we have to be an important age of the financial and the evolvement in the economy of the country. And hence, we have taken a conscious call that we need to be part of this growing industry of startups, and we need to be able to provide support as and when possible, in whatever way possible. In that context, I'm very glad to inform you that as HDFC Bank in this last pandemic, while it has been a very gruesome time for all of us, but the innovations that happened in Pune, whether it is the first testing kit or whether it is the first indigenous ventilator that is formed, HDFC Bank has been a great partner to them in their banking needs, and that too, the best part, in a very quick and a fast way of responding, which was the need of the hour. So these I shared with you just to give you an idea that we react in the right way at the right time. I now welcome aboard Mr. Abhishek Deshmukh, who is the branch banking head for the entire West 2 region, that is rest of Maharashtra and Goa. He's a very senior banking professional, having years of experience in the banking industry, having, he's holding charge of about 460 branches in rest of Maharashtra, and he's also handling 3,500 people, and he has been instrumental in making sure that the startup industry and the connect with HDFC Bank is there, will increase and will grow forward. So I hand it over to Abhishek Deshmukh, sir. Over to you, sir, to guide us on this matter. Thank you.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Rashmi, for a nice introduction. And I think giving a heads up with respect to how HDFC as a bank is associated on the startup. First of all, a very good evening and a namaskar to all of you. I think this is the new world that we are living in, which is the virtual world. And as you all know, I think in between a period came in wherein we all started believing that we have somehow started reaching a point where we were looking forward to have some personal meetings, some seminars and all those stuff. And suddenly, I think the history taught us that it's not just the first wave. I think we have the second and the third also wave, which is in line in terms of coming in. So I think I'm sure all of you are taking good care of yourself and you're protecting as far as each one of your family, friends are concerned. I wish you all very good luck in terms of the times which are coming in, and I'm sure you will take care of yourself. Coming back to the point as to how exactly HDFC is all about, first of all, and then how we have been associated, and I'm sure my colleagues who are there in this program, they will also brief. I think we have one of the experts from the startup side also, Pallavi, who's joined us, and she will also talk about it. But I'll give you a slight perspective specific with respect to the rest of Maharashtra also as we talk. Importantly, on the HDFC Bank, I think it's important for you to know, while all of you know HDFC Bank as a whole, but just to give you a little bit of more comfort as to what all we are about and what exactly has been the ethos and ethics that we have been working in terms of building this organization for the last 25 plus years. And I think the message is loud and clear that we have always believed that we have to work towards having one of the best asset qualities. We have to look at one of the best CASA ratios. We have to look at the shareholders' value. We have to look at ensuring that the capital adequacy ratios, which are expected to be in the range of 11% plus by the central bank, has been taken care. And we ensure that we give a stability in terms of the way we run the overall organization for the entire customer set that we have. And I'm really happy in terms of the way our reach is increasing, our way of expanding the distribution is increasing. If I have to tell you in small snippet, I must tell you that we have close to about 38,000 touch points today for every customer. And if I say 38,000, it is just broken into the manner that we have close to about 5,600 branches, and we are looking at adding close to about 1,000 odd branches this year more. We have close to about 16,000 ATMs already deployed. We have close to about 3,000 odd cash depositing machines available across 2,900 odd cities where our presence are there. And not only this, we have close to about distribution of 5,600 branches. In 50% is towards the rural, which is the Suru branches that you called. Yeah, so we are definitely not only the metro or the urban type, which is only present in that. We have distribution. Our distribution is reaching towards all the Suru locations as well. Apart from that, I think what is more important for you is that how are we coming across in the government initiative. So, for example, if you look at the common services centers, which have been which has been the main focus area of the government, I think we have got close to about 15,756, close to 60,000 business correspondents, which have been already done across. And that's how over 38,000 touch points comes in. And coming back to the financials of the bank, which is important for you to know, I think we have in the current scenario where everybody is talking about how exactly the banks will protect themselves, how they will be taking care of the various situations that will arrive because of the interest rate scenarios, because of the developing gaps which can come because of the NPS. Let me tell you that we have been increasing our reserves, and now we stand at close to about 19.2% in terms of the reserve that we have taken it up. We are at 18.8% in the CAR. We are talking about a gross NPA, which is just about 1.32, and a net NPA that we have declared of 0.4% of the net advances. And if you talk about the growth, I think we are a bank which has grown in deposits by about 16.3%, thanks to all of you, because it's been, all of you have been supporting us continuously. And I think our CASA deposits grew by almost 27%, and our advances, which I believe all of you look at, because I think that is something which every customer is keen on. So we have grown by about 14.1% despite of the tough year that we saw across the last whole 1 year. We have still grown by 14.1% in the domestic advances, out of which retail grew by almost 7% and almost domestic wholesale grew by about 21 to 22%. So we are committed. If you talk about the earnings and all, I think we have shown that earnings of about 16.4% as far as the bank net revenues are concerned. We are a committed bank as far as growth is concerned. We are committed as far as new initiatives are concerned. And let me also put across to you that when it comes to startup, HDFC Bank is not new, which is in terms of getting in conjunction with the startup. I think if you talk about our initiative, which started in this bank was in 2016 already. So we started this initiative in 2016 with the launch of the Startup India program of the Government of India. And we have close to about 40,000 startups which are already banking with us, and about 17,000 startups available, which are availing benefits across the startup programs that we have. We have close to about 7,000 plus startups which are DPIT registered with us. And we also promote the women entrepreneurs which are in the startups, and we have close to about 3,000 plus in that. And I think there is a robust program which is run by the team which is running the startup program in the bank, and they are doing a fabulous job in terms of connecting across. Coming back to Maharashtra, where we belong to, Pune, where we belong to, and I think Rashmi has given a very beautiful brief as to how exactly we have been associated in the startup. And let me tell you, we are committed in terms of having the startups being supported. If you talk about Pune, I think in Maharashtra, we have a vibrant ecosystem. If you talk about Pune startup industry, I think it has been growing substantially, especially since the last year of pandemic is concerned. And if you look at the automotive and electronic sectors, I think we rank in the top 5 in IT as well as software startups with KPIT and Persistent. Yeah. I think if you talk about the other opportunity in which we have been able to explore the maximum, I think it's the healthcare startups. And you will appreciate that I think there is a great amount of research, talent, affordable infrastructure, which is available as far as this is concerned. And we have across VC funds and investors available in Maharashtra as far as this particular initiative is concerned. In fact, just to give you a brief, I think what she mentioned about Pune has contributed majorly in the health setup. You talk about the first testing kit in COVID by Pune MyLab. We were associated with them. We are one of the proud funders as far as that is concerned. You talk about the first indigenous ventilator done by the IIT startup company Nauka Robotics. I think we are one of the ones who have supported as far as this is concerned. You talk about a Genova Biopharmaceuticals who have been working on development of the first mRNA vaccine for COVID-19. That is again a Pune based. I think we have been associated with them. So I think there is a huge connect that we have already built And we believe to continue to that support. Coming back to the point of Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center, I think there cannot be better than this, because this is one of the most beautiful industrial hub that exists out here. And I think you talk about the first incubation center in PCMC. I think the initiative of the Auto Cluster Development and Research Institute, MCCIA and PCMC Smart Up City. I think the incubation center will provide, this incubation center will provide an excellent infrastructure, business services, mentoring, financial schemes and prototype development, which have been already launched across various programs as far as startup industry is concerned. And I'm sure we are as committed to give the support to entire startup community, and specifically as far as PCSIC is concerned. I think, like I mentioned, the incubator initiative is one of the very finest initiative, and we stand committed to support this. And what all things that we are doing across India, what are the best practices that we are doing, how we can leverage, how we can give you more support, what are the programs that we can run as far as this is concerned. My colleague will definitely talk about it, and I'm sure Pallavi is the one who will talk about it. So over to you, Rashmi, and then to Pallavi. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abhishek sir. I'm sure that the people who are seeing and viewing, and also the team of the Startup Incubation Center, must be very heartened by the support that you have evinced in this call. And I now welcome Pallavi Parab. Pallavi Parab has been instrumental in setting up the startup ecosystem in HDFC Bank. They have made a lot of inroads, and it will be very nice to hear about the startup program that we have in HDFC. We don't call it as an account. We don't call it. It's a relationship. It's a program that we have, considering the various kinds of needs that a startup has other than the normal regular banking. So I now welcome Pallavi Parab aboard. Pallavi, over to you. And we are looking forward to hearing what you have in store for us, Pallavi. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmi. So first of all, I would like to thank the entire team of Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center for organizing this webinar and giving us the opportunity to share the various initiatives that we drive for startups and the startup ecosystem. So to start with, I will just present a quick presentation on the SmartUp program and the various initiatives that we have. So I hope the screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, so as Mr. Deshmukh has already informed that this program was launched way back in 2016. And the intent or the objective behind launching of this program was to support the startup in their entrepreneurship journey at the various stages. So it can be the challenges or the concerns that they face during this journey. Of course, this program was in sync with an idea and the initiative launched by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, for Government of India under Startup India campaign. So this program takes care not only about your end-to-end banking solution, but it also talks about how it can help you in growing your or expanding your entrepreneurship journey. So to start with, as far as the end-to-end banking solution is concerned, we have various bundle offers, products, which will help in fulfilling your requirements as far as startup is concerned. So whether it is anything related to Forex or anything related to cash management, or for that matter, if you are established startups and looking for a corporate salary relationship, even that is indeed covered in this program. So not to take much time on the product point of view, I would like to straight away move on to the initiatives, and I'm sure that is going to benefit you and it is going to make you aware from the bank's perspective, like what is that in startup program. So as I said, this program was launched way back in 2016, and there was certain objective behind it to understand the startups challenges. We thought of having various options under this program, and to start with, we had empaneled few alliance partners who can extend support in terms of various services like advisory, or for that matter, co-working services, public relation, digital marketing, web services, HR solution. Now, the reason behind this empanelment was that if startup is going to market and looking for all this option, it might be difficult at the inception stage. So to help to extend this support, we empanel these companies with us under this program, and they provide fabulous discounts to the startup customers under this services of alliance partner, third-party alliance partnership. So over here, anything between 20 to 50% discount you can avail if you are under this program, and if you wish to go ahead with any of the services with any of the companies. Moving ahead, as we know that we have B2B customers, we have B2C startups, and considering B2C segment, we created an online platform called as SmartBuy, which is one of the platform wherein startups get an opportunity to list their product and services. So this helps them, or this enables them to get direct visibility to our 50 million customers across India. Of course, the only condition is that startup should be available to provide services pan-India. So this is also another way of helping startup in creating visibility or helping them grow in their business. Moving ahead, as all of us are aware, we also have large size portfolio of corporates. So this was another avenue we thought we can explore and extend support to startups. Now over here, we try and seek problem statements from the corporates, as even they come across a lot of challenges and they also wanted solution. So this is where we introduce startup to the corporates, and they provide solutions to their problem statements shared. In this way, it creates a win-win situation for both of them, because corporate can get the solution immediately, and on the other hand, startup gets an opportunity to work with the corporate and also can start the business with this corporate. So this was about the Corporate Connect platform, which we called as B2B, which is quite interesting. So as Mr. Kiran Vaidya also said that startup at some point of their journey need finances, need support on finances. It's not only at the inception stage, but also during various stages that they come across. And this is where we have initiated something called as Khoj. So this is an online platform that we are building up, wherein we will be publishing, or where we'll be sharing the problem statements. And with the support of startups, so it's an open innovation platform for startups to collaborate, co-create, and innovate around specific focus areas. So it can be in various means. So currently we are going to do this with our partner through call for application. We are going to invite the call for application, and through that we are going to evaluate. And once the final evaluation round is done, finalists are shortlisted. Those startups will get an opportunity to work with HDFC Bank and resolving or work with some new projects and resolving or providing solution. So this is a fantastic platform that we have created called as Khoj. Now, as far as finance or investment is concerned, what we thought was, since customer always think in a traditional manner of investing, it can be in a way of fixed deposit, it can be a way of in share market, it can be in way of RD. So there are various options for customer. However, this platform we created so that they also can have an opportunity to understand this segment closely, and at the same time, a new innovative way of investing. So with the help of our incubation partner, we have around multiple partners across India with whom we liaise, and we shortlist startups who can pitch their product and services or their business model to this HNIs. So HNIs get an opportunity to hear, to listen to the entire business model that they have, and if they are interested, they do invest in this company. And I'm proud to say that since last 2.5 years, we have been doing this. Prior to COVID pandemic, it used to be always physical meet. But since COVID pandemic started in March 20, we have done virtual events. And believe me, it was the most successful event that we have come across virtually as compared to physical meet. We have allowed, or we have got responses from 300 plus customers who participated in this HNI meet. Around 30 to 35 startups got an opportunity to present their business model. And of those 30 to 35 startups, around 8 to 9 startups were shortlisted by this HNIs. So this was the whole objective and the achievement that we have arrived at in the last financial year through virtual meet. And this is going to be an ongoing process. So every quarter we organize this meet with the help of the incubator partner. Moving ahead, as far as CSR program is concerned, of course, there are certain criteria. This program is open for those startups who are working towards social impact. The criteria that are designed by our board of directors by basis of board approval. And this criteria are like, it can be green energy, waste management, community empowerment. Last year, due to COVID pandemic, our focus was on EdTech and skill development startup or the sectors. And we successfully launched our CSR event, our Smartup Grant event, with the help of METI, which is another partner, which is Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology. With their support, we had launched this event. And we again, that was another successful event wherein we received around 300 plus applications, of which 60 were shortlisted. And of those 60, 21 winners were finalized and announced who were given the Smartup grants. So in last journey of 4 years, as we have been doing this from past 4 years, we have supported almost around 90 startups, and the approximate CSR grant that we have provided is around 20 crores. So this is also another way of extending support to startups through CSR program of HDFC Bank. And of course, we also have a platform wherein we do equity investment. Of course, we look for the early stage startups. And from last 2 years, we have been doing this. We have successfully completed 2 cohorts, and we are starting with 3rd cohort for this financial year. Coming to the next initiatives, of course, I'll just cover pre-approved loans later, but I would like to inform you about the mentoring piece. Bank initiated or launched this initiative in 2018, December 2018. And in this, under this platform, it's an online platform wherein our senior executives or senior official of the banks are themselves hand-holding, mentoring these startups. And this is also another positive platform or successful platform that we have seen, because we have received again on daily basis, we have been receiving applications or requests, startups registered. Till date, it's 200 plus startups who are availing the benefit. And we have 40 plus mentors, and on daily basis, again, over there also, our mentors are hand-holding. It can be through various means like calls, or a physical meet, or for that matter, VC or a webinar. So this is another mentoring program or the service that we provide under Smartup program. And as we bank believe in equal opportunity, on the occasion of International Women's Day, we have also launched exclusive program under mentoring called as Unnati for women-led startups. And this program, the intent was by the woman for the woman. So over here, if it's a woman-led startup, of course, our mentor will be also a woman executive. So this has also been one of the another initiative that we have announced under mentorship program. Then coming to HDFC Connect, this is similar to Corporate Connect, where what we do, however, the difference is we onboard startups within the bank for providing or allowing them to work on the various projects under different department. So basis the business model, what you are having, we present them to the head of departments pertaining to that respective field or sector. And accordingly, that startup gets an opportunity to again work with HDFC Bank as a partner. So over here also we have onboarded 200 such startups in past 4 years, and on various projects they have worked and they have been successfully delivered or given good results. As far as pre-approved loans are concerned, in month of September last year, when RBI announced startup under the classification of priority sector lending, yes, it was one of the focus area. And we as a bank, we are proud to share with you that we have been providing this lending support as well to startups. So it was not only that when RBI announced or the under priority sector lending as for segment, a startup segment. Prior to that, also bank used to have a case-to-case basis approach. So now, under this announcement, after this announcement, we have been closely monitoring each and every case wherein we can extend support as far as lending is concerned. So it can be working capital, it can be loan against property, it can be business loan, unsecured loan, you just name it and we can have solutions. So evaluate case-to-case basis, and accordingly the lending support is provided to startups. We also have a dedicated microsite called as Smartup Portal. So whatever details I have shared just now with you are reflecting, or you can view it yourself on our microsite, which is www.hdfcbank.com/smartup. And you can see for yourself, you can register for online mentoring. You can see who all are CSR partners, who are the incubator partners, who are the startups who have received CSR grants, what are the banking services. So all these details are already available under the macro site, which is Smartup Portal. So I would request everyone to visit after this call and see for yourself what's in for you. Or you can also visit to our nearest branch to understand better about this Smartup program. Now, moving ahead, we have partners like most of the IITs and IIMs are onboarded with us as our partners. So be it IIM Ahmedabad, be it IIM Bangalore. So again, you name it, and we have them with us. So recently we have also onboarded from Pune Science and Technology Park as our partner. And we are looking forward to onboard more such partners. So yes, Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center can also be looked forward, and we can really build up synergies together and see how jointly we can take this relationship or nurture this relationship and go to a next level or create a success story. So this was on our partners front. As far as state governments are, as far as other partners are concerned, we have, as I mentioned earlier, MeitY, which is Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology. We have partnered with BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. So we help startups through BSE team to understand the listing process, norms, what are the merchant bankers' requirements. So all these things are taken care. Also, we have Kerala Startup Mission as one of our partner with whom we do various joint activities. Then from the state government side, we have partners like, yes, of course, Maharashtra government. We also have Odisha government, Rajasthan government, and AP government. And in pipeline, we have other governments like Uttarakhand and also Karnataka. We have various state governments wherein we are trying to sign up a partnership with them. So this is to extend support in terms of and building that kind of avenue for startups through this partnership. So as far as the program is concerned and the various initiatives are concerned, this is about it. Before I close, I just wanted to share one quote of Mr. Ratan Tata, which says, "Ups and downs in life are very important to keep us going, because a straight line, even in an ECG, means we are not alive." So startup segment is one of the dynamic segment, is the most energetic segment, and the entrepreneurs who have attended and have participated this webinar, I'm sure you're doing a fantastic job. Please keep doing it, come up with new ideas and innovative ideas. That's it from my side. All the best. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Pallavi. It was indeed enlightening for all of us also to understand that the kind of support and help that we can give to the ever-growing startup industry. And especially in India, like in the pandemic, we have seen, like more than other countries, I think our country has produced maximum innovators and people who think and who have implemented their thinking capacity into actual reality and action. So Neeraj, we would also like to know whether if there are any questions, then Pallavi would be happy to answer, or any of us.
Yeah.
Over to you, Neeraj.
Okay, thanks everyone and thank you Deshmukh sir for your brief intro, and also Pallavi ma'am. So we will open up for questions. So for now, I can see in chat box there is a one question regarding the Khoj event, like Khoj initiative. So there is question stating Khoj is only for ex-employee of HDFC Bank, or it is open for everyone?
No, so Khoj is for the startups. So we'll be sharing the problem statements. It's not yet live. We will go live with this initiative maybe in a month's time. And of course, we'll be intimating all the incubator partners. And basis the problem statement, startups can apply. Their application will be evaluated. And whichever startups post-evaluation, if the panelists feel, or the respective team for whom this hackathon will be organized through Khoj, will be intimated and will be informed to the startups. And accordingly, the engagement will start from there.
Yeah.
Who will be the contact person? That is the main question.
So you can write us on our generic ID also, which is smart.up@hdfcbank.com, or we have Rashmi Prabhu from Pune, who is already there. So Rashmi, if you can just guide on that.
Yeah, so Neeraj, I will be the first level of contact for the startup in our rest of Maharashtra region. And okay, I will just put it on the chat box, the mail ID as well as the phone number for whosoever we would be more than happy to receive queries. So it is rashmi.prabhu@hdfcbank.com. That's my email ID. And the phone number is 77690-40212. I'll also put it in the chat box.
Yeah, that will be really helpful.
Yes.
So this is another question. What is the first small step HDFC take in hand-holding the startup?
Pallavi, over to you.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, this program is exclusively designed for startup customers, for startup segment and the ecosystem. So if you wish to walk into the nearest branch, however, considering the pandemic, if you're not comfortable with that approach, Rashmi has already shared her email address. So you can drop us a mail and we'll share the process, how you can get onboarded under this program. And from there, you'll be a part of HDFC Smartup program family.
My request to anybody who's writing to me would be that in the subject line, please give a reference to the Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center. So it'll be easier for us to take it ahead.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
So I guess we are done with questions because we are not getting any more. And definitely we will, if we get any more questions, we will definitely enter to you. And also for the same, we will also give your email address and contact details over our social handles once we video. And so that will be also useful for the people who are attending post this.
Absolutely. Yes. So Neeraj, can we then conclude on the call and thank everybody?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because we are not receiving any questions, we can
okay,
close.
Great. I'm sure there will be a lot because people will imbibe what is already shared by Pallavi, and we have also shared that how comfortable we are dealing with startups, of course, on a case-to-case basis. So friends and all attendees and officials of the Pimpri-Chinchwad Startup Incubation Center, thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to, bring it ahead and to establish that connect that HDFC Bank is there in this ever-evolving, growing market of startups. And please do connect with us for any requirement. I thank everybody on behalf of Abhishek sir, on behalf of Pallavi, and all the people who made this event possible. Neeraj, thank you very much. Kiran sir, thank you very much. Over to you, Neeraj.
Thank you, Rashmi madam. Thank you, Avinash sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Neeraj. And thanks
Thank
all.
you.